Hey everyone, it's Heather, and this is episode 6 of Watchmen. The last episode dealt almost entirely with Wade, i.e. Looking Glass, and his past, and why he wears what he wears, and all of that. Basically in the 80s, he was almost at ground zero of the squid psychic blast on New York City, and he survived that, but millions of people didn't. And in order to protect himself against future attacks like that, he wore a lining on his hat, and he has this mirror mask, and basically he's almost like a conspiracy nutjob, except, something actually happened to make him that way. He's got this bunker, he's got early warning systems. He's basically scared 24/7 until this episode. So he meets this girl at a support center, and she flirts with him a bit, and they go out for a drink, and she lures him basically to a 7th Cavalry hideout, where Senator Keene is there, and he's like, "Hey, Wade, I've got this video that is going to change your world." So he plays the video, and it turns out that Adrian, our bestest friend, my favourite character, is basically behind the whole squid psychic blast attack back in the 80s, in order to stave off all-out nuclear war between USA and Russia by giving them a common sort of goal to work towards, or an enemy to fight against. And that it's basically just all man-made hoax. So, meanwhile, back in the present, Adrian is finished doing his experiments, chucking people through the barrier, and he decides to go through himself, and he finds out that he's on a moon of Jupiter, it looks like. And he makes a sign, "Save me," out of the dead corpses of his friends, and yeah, he gets tugged back. We have to presume that that's true. I mean, it could be several layers of reality. Like the moon and Jupiter thing could also be a further illusion. If he just goes a bit further, it could be like, oh, he's actually in the middle of New York City. But let's just presume he is on the moon, and go from there, because otherwise we don't know what's real and what's not forever. So we'll stick to that. He's orbiting Jupiter, and he's trying to get off. So I don't know if we're going to get more of that, or what. At the end of last episode, Wade basically gets Angela to confess that she knows sort of how Judd died, and she covered up a little bit of the evidence that she found, and she was hauled off. So maybe we'll deal more with that. Either way, we're going to deal with something, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's get straight into it. We didn't have much of anything else. Panda Guy was in it. Previously. I just did the previously.
Get out my pills, please. It helps me get my memory.
Oh, the pills! The pills. I forgot to go over the pills.
Welcome.
Forget me not. Remember me much.
Tragically killed 21.
Nostalgia.
You are just.
So my guess is that we're going to see a lot of his memories through her this episode. Could be an entire flashback episode.
They're my grandfather's.
Show me your hands.
Choke, 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 choke.
It all started with you. You're the alphabet.
Oh, this is the TV show.
You're the story with that noose around your neck. See, I think it's an executioner thing. But Jerry, how about you tell him what you think that noose is?
What do you think, Jerry?
Sex stuff. What do you want from me?
Can we both?
We want you.
I like the music. It's very old-fashioned hero stuff, cartoonish. I wonder if this TV show is like totally separate, or if there's any story threads at all that will link to the outer world.
Turn that shit off.
Laurie doesn't like it.
How's Detective Avon? Did you play? Is she okay?
Hey, Agent Blake, how's Angela? Yo, can you hear me?
She needs help.
They all have her back.
Those were his pills you swallowed, Angela. That's very, very bad. Starting?
Oh, I like this. Transition to black and white. He looks like John Boyega.
Be safe out there.
Racist.
Congratulations, son. Beware of the Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Congratulations, son.
Beware the Cyclops. Is it an actual Cyclops? Or code for racism?
Thanks for coming today. And delight to see your friendly face.
I was there for work, not you.
So, I'm big news.
You a big something.
Is that Angela's grandmother?
Let me.
Because you are an angry, angry man, William Reeves. I'm not angry. It's okay. Most of us are.
I'm young. I'm healthy. I got the job I always wanted. What have I got to be angry about?
Folks were murdered right in front of you. Your mother and your father.
That was a long time ago. When I'm living the past.
Nice. Memories are all interconnected and overlapping.
Hey! Hey yourself. Stop in the name of the law!
I thought they only said that in the pictures.
This guy's way
So
too
what is it? Huh?
casual.
Who are you, boy?
I recognize that guy from...
What's your name?
You mean at that fine Jewish delicatessen over there?
Oh, he hates the Jews.
I heard they have a rat problem. You're under arrest. I seriously doubt that.
He's got connections, or...
Why? I saw him do it with my own eyes.
Everything okay?
Yes, it's fine.
Fellas,
I don't like
this
that guy.
spook is accusing me of a horrendous crime.
What did you just call it?
What'd you just call our fellow officer?
Yeah!
Don't apologize to me, you apologize to him.
I like this guy.
We'll book this thing.
But Reeves made the arrest.
We got it from here?
Yeah, sure, okay.
Is that the Cyclops sign? It's like one eye. I've been looking for this Cyclops everywhere. That's the first sign. It's like Illuminati. For a second I was like, did he just walk out of the door into the... But it's memories interlocking.
His father puts him in a rocket ship and sends him to Earth just before his planet explodes.
He's like Superman.
Hey!
Hey, it's that guy. Well... Looks like that was taken care of. Nice transitions.
You let him go?
Sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Officers took the guy to book
Drop
him.
it.
I think you're having memory problems, Reeves. Let it be, okay?
Let it
I
be.
saw them do this to you. What does this mean? What is it?
Trying to help you out here, Reeves. Go home, please.
Don't push it, Reeves. They got their secret symbols. That means trouble. But he's a cop. He's gonna get to the bottom of it. It's like from an old detective novel. Love the color on the piano.
Hey there, Reeves.
Hey,
You a ride home?
Well, thanks. I enjoy walking.
We're buying.
so tense.
Maybe another time.
they could be trying to initiate him into the group,
then.
or they could drive him out to the middle of nowhere. Nice. This episode's so trippy. This show better get an award for music, score, just sound in general.
Another time make it work for us.
Ooh, there's a theme here because we started off with the guy with the noose, and Judd was hung from a tree. This is one of those life-defining moments, I think, because he obviously survives. It's just a warning.
You keep your black nose out of white folks' business, nigger. Or next time, we won't cut you down.
Something like that can either break you, or it can re-energize you, make you angry. He's wearing it like that guy in the TV show. Gonna put on the mask. So is the guy based on him? Must be. It's a vigilante's origin story.
Thank you. My God, thank you.
Okay. I'm angry.
He's angry. Flash forward a little bit. Maybe they're married, maybe they have a kid, or maybe it's just the next day.
Calling you a hero. Victims of the attack were
Because he's wearing a mask, they don't know that he's black, so...
However, the identity of their mysterious hooded savior remains unknown.
Ooh,
What happened to the dreamland where you watched
that makes sense.
pick
Make his eyes white so that people think he's white.
and find their own under it?
It's funny, Angela makes her eyes even darker. Nice. Behind you!
What the fuck are you supposed to be?
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Nice. I like this. Bit of a Matrix shot. Wow.
Angela, can you hear me?
Not yet, Laurie. I'm not done yet. I'm only halfway through the memories. Get up. Go away.
You're not moving, but your eyes are wide open. It's kind of fucking freaky, Angela. Good.
Laurie's hilarious.
That's
The
great.
year is 2019. The president is Robert Redford.
It is Robert Redford.
I'm Nelson Gardner. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello. You can tell time has passed because he has a moustache now.
I'm here on behalf of a costumed adventurer named Captain Metropolis. Have you heard of him?
Superman?
They call themselves the New Minutemen. It's a great group of fellows, and there's even a couple of ladies. The team is incomplete without the hero who inspired them. Hooded Justice.
Hey, I do know. Hooded Justice. Why should he join your team?
He shouldn't.
He should join because brave men like him are rare specimens.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, this is just like the TV show. So I thought the TV show was just a made-up fiction, but
Him, isn't it?
based on real people.
Captain, tell me about the first time you saw me.
There was a wrecked car right off in the distance. Tulsa was on fire.
She the little girl
And I heard her cry, so...
in the first episode. Originally I thought she was a sister, but no, just random other person.
Comic books.
I'm just a man.
Now that you got a team behind
Just a man. He has no powers. That-
I
He's just
believe there is
strong.
a vast and insidious conspiracy at play in the city. And I have evidence that a secret plan is being developed by
A new crime boss who calls himself Mullock the Magnificent. So, if you'll excuse us fellas, the Minutemen have a city to save.
And she's pregnant.
You know I've been wondering.
That was quick.
What good is the moon?
This is like 10 years he's been part of the group. They didn't do anything about the Cyclops people? What happened here?
There was a flicker, light going on and off. It told me I had to hurt people.
It's a riot in the theater. Cyclops is using film projectors to turn Negroes against each other.
So, this is your vast and insidious conspiracy? William, you of all people should know. The residents of Harlem cause riots all on their own.
No, this is real.
He's either involved or he doesn't care.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, who's this guy?
Any boy in blue willing to put his life on the line deserves a little gratitude. From what I've heard about your kind, you probably got more than enough meat to satisfy her, huh?
This guy.
Do I know you?
Oh, he doesn't remember him.
No offense, but you jigs start to blend together after a while.
Okay, that's... yeah. It's one way to do it. I think he just had enough at that point. Yep, he's gonna kill everybody. He's a good shot. Dude, you have to just play dead. Oh, I like this. I like the red. Stands out. It's like in the last episode where the girl was talking about that movie, Steven Spielberg.
Attack them.
Subliminal messages, like overlaid with movies.
Viciously. Do not stop until their blood covers your hands. No. Again and again.
Now he's just gonna burn them all. He didn't even spell anything with them.
You can't! You need to hide under that hood because you can't stand to see what you become. We need to go home to Tulsa.
No! I'm not going back there.
This is where they separate.
I'm talking about you, Will Reeves.
Because this is why Angela doesn't know her grandfather at all. Because they didn't want anything to do with him. You can actually see it. Hey, Judd. Is it some sort of hypnosis or...
Just up here. Keep pushing.
Yeah.
Everything I tell you.
He's gonna get him to hang himself. Using the techniques that were developed back then.
Whatever you think I did, you don't understand. I'm trying to fucking help you people. You don't know what's really happening here.
You have a clan robe in your closet.
My granddad's. I have a right to keep it. It's my legacy. You don't know me, old man.
Oh, yeah. I know you. You can hang yourself now.
I'm still unsure. This explains how he could hang him. And he's not super strong, he doesn't have superpowers. He just has a magic torch. Detoxing. Hey!
Oh, hi there.
She's nothing better to do with her time.
Welcome
TikTok.
back.
So that was episode 6. I'm not sure if I actually said much during that episode. I was like kind of engrossed in the backstory and just watching it unfold, and really impressed with a lot of the cinematography that was going on, like the way the memories sort of blended into each other in parts, and then the subtle uses of color, you know, to denote there's the piano and here's a flashing red light. Really interestingly shot. And that moment where he's jumping out the window and it slows down like the Matrix, and the camera pans around, and then it zooms in. Just amazing stuff. Really, it was fun to watch. Not fun, just kind of, you can really appreciate it, you know. And then I already mentioned that I love the music choices, and I think because it's kind of old-timey as well, they have nice little lullaby type tunes that really kind of give you a feel for the era and kind of get you into the mood of it. And we got to see the backstory of Angela's grandfather, who was basically, you know, treated like a second-class citizen all his life. You joined the force, nobody's taking him seriously, he arrested that guy, and then he was just let go. And they had the whole thing, the sign. And he tried to fight against it, but even when he joined up with the Minutemen, they weren't even, like, they didn't really care about all that stuff either. So he felt like he had to take it upon himself to deal out some sort of justice. And I like the way it tied into the opening scene, where I was like, this TV show, I wonder if it's going to end up linking with the real world. Yeah. Basically, you know, it was based on real people and real events. I'm sure a lot of it is fictionalized, but yeah, I didn't expect them to link like that, to be basically, this person is that person, this person is this person. Yeah. And then we got to see how Judd died. He didn't... I wondered in the first episode or in the second episode, does he have super strength? Like, he did get up out of that wheelchair, but that didn't mean that he could, you know, have the strength to lift up Judd and hang him. But no, he has this mesmerism gizmo in a torch that can basically get people to do what he wants them to do. So I wonder if he's been using that on Lady True, you know, give me money. I don't think so. I think she'd probably have some sort of advanced shield or something. But it's interesting in future, like, he still has that gizmo. Although now Angela knows about it, so who knows? Yeah, so no further developments on any other storyline. It was just purely a flashback episode, and you kind of could guess that based on the end of the last episode where she chugs the pills, even though I didn't mention it at all in my recap of last episode at the start. It was the one thing I forgot to mention. But yeah. So now that storyline is kind of done, it'll be exciting going forward, and everything coming back and all the storylines continuing on from here. So yeah, thank you for watching, as always. I really appreciate the views on this series, and I will see you guys and gals next week, if there's an episode, because sometimes there isn't. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good week. Bye.